God has given you the power to write your own script for your life's movie. See, everyone has a life's movie. The life you're living, man, this is just your movie. When I'm actively scripting, writing, directing, and starring in the movie that is my life, I ain't got time to watch nobody else's movie. This is the movie of my life. And I figured out a long time ago that God had given me the power. Here's the 5 signs. Because here's the thing you got to understand: God is always giving you the power. You got the power even when you don't think you have the power. You always have the power to write your own movie script. It's your script. You're the director. You're the executive producer. You're the producer. You're the star. You get to pick who you want to act opposite you. If you want a female lead, act the opposite you. If you don't have to pick that. You can pick whatever you want to pick because God has given you the power to script this movie. God has given you the power and you recognize the power. When you're tired of the life you're living, when you're tired of the effort you're giving, when you're tired of the things you're believing, when you're tired of the things you're receiving, when you're tired of things you're doing, when you're tired of the goals you're pursuing, when you're tired of the people you know, when you're tired of the amount of people you owe, that's when you know it's time for you to embrace the fact that God has given you the power to write the script to your own movie. Man, this is your movie. You can do whatever you want to do. You can go to school your whole time and just get an education. You can do all of that. You can do whatever you want to do. You can go to the military. You can be a hustler, man. Listen, man, you can sell narcotics on. You can do whatever you want to do. It's your script. So you don't have to do anything silly, anything that's going to have you in the penitentiary, anything that's going to put you in a grave. You don't have to do any of those things because you can choose to write the script that you want to write. Now, am I saying everybody gonna have the same budget? Nope. Some of us gonna have a B movie. Some of us got one camera and it's our phone. But guess what? Guess what the phone does? It records. Cut it on, it records. If you cut it on, all you got to do, man, you go in here, cut it on, and guess what? It records. Recording the show right now. It records, man. It's gonna record. That's all you got to do. Some of us got a big budget. Some of us come from an environment where there's money available. So we start off with a big budget. We could create a whole Hollywood production. But maybe you don't even want to do that. Maybe you still want to make a small movie. See, here's the thing. The bottom line is you must control your life. Everybody always trying to control somebody else. Control your life. Control your life. See, when I tell you about the book of Proverbs and I tell you about all the words of the Old Testament, when I tell you about those things, I tell you about those things because that's how you control your life. Those words don't control you. If you implement them in your life, you gain control of your life. You gain control of your life. Understanding you have the right to defend yourself. You have the right to hold on to what's yours. You have the right to defend the things that you built and earned. It's a whole lot different than telling you if somebody hits you, then turn the other cheek. That's a whole lot different. I would never tell you that. That's not logical. See, a lot of times you're in a situation where you can't even express yourself. Now, if you're a youngster, man, you live at home with your parents, yeah, you just got to chalk that up. If you're a young man right now, you're still at home with your parents, accept the fact that you still live under their rules. I'm quite sure they've given you some freedoms because of your age. You may be 18, 19. You may still be staying at home while you're in college, which is fine. You may still be doing that. But you got to still understand that you live under their rules. You're not a free man. You can't just have the freedom to do whatever you want to do. So if you're in a situation where you got to bite your tongue and go along and get along, then that's not a situation that you want to remain in. But guess what? You have the right to script your movie. Am I saying you can just wake up one day and say, I don't like my environment, I'm going to script myself into another world? No, we don't do Disney movies. We're not doing fantasy movies. These movies aren't animated. These aren't animated. This is real life. This is real life if you cut, you bleed type movies, man. See, one of the main problems is when you don't have the freedom to speak your mind, a lot of the things you want to say start to get jumbled into your brain and you're frustrated because you don't have an outlet for those things. And that's one thing that you must understand, man. This is about control of your life. It's not about controlling them. It's not about controlling them. It's not about controlling your woman. It's not about controlling your kids. It's not about controlling your family. It's not about control. It's about controlling your life. Controlling the access and exits to your life. That way you can dictate who's in it and you can dictate who gets out of it. This is about the power to write the script. that is your movie. And you got to be thankful, man. You got to be thankful for the fact that it is there waiting for you to grasp it. It's not like you got to wait until, yeah, you got to wait till you're an adult, but you can still be writing your script. Here's the thing about writing the script. You got to write the script based on your budget. You can't write $1 million movie with a $10,000 budget, right? So if you still at home, man, you fresh out of high school, you going to college, okay, you can't write a success script. Now you can't just write yourself into success. You have to write the script leading up to it. Have you ever seen a movie that comes on and then ends suddenly? No. What about a movie you've seen that has a terrible ending? You hated it. You wouldn't even watch part two. You never watch it again. An amazing movie, and then the ending is just trash. You have to write the movie from the beginning to the end and everything in between. So yes, we sit down and watch a 2-hour movie. They might have shot on that movie for 6 months. You're doing the work. See, everybody else is seeing the movie. You're doing the work. That's the difference between living in a fantasy world and living in the real world. In the real world, you're doing the work every day. You got to get up, you got to be on set, you got to be working 12, 14-hour days on set. You need some sleep, you can't sleep. You still at work. You still got to work on the script. You just changed all the lines. You still got to go. You still got to keep going. You got to learn a new script. But guess what? You got to learn it. You got to go. You can't rest. You can't stop. You can't take a break because the script to this movie is going to dictate how your life is built. This is how you're going to build your life. That's why when I tell you men becoming the most alpha version of yourselves, I'm telling you this because that is the only way to control this script. You have to control that script. It is submissive to say, I'm going to turn the other cheek if you smack me. It is submissive to say, if you take my coat, I am therefore going to give you my cloak. It is submissive to say that I'm going to forgive you and I'm going to forget and act like it never happened. You can't control your life when you're submitting to your life. You have to look at your life and say, life, I own you. You don't own me. All of the control you've given your life, you got to wrestle it away from your life and say, dog, this is me right here. I'm going to run this, homie. I never tell you, man, anything to govern you. I never try to guilt trip you, man, into doing anything. I tell you, hey, man, this is the best option right here. Try it for yourself. That's all I ever mean. Hey, man, this is the best option. I've been where you are. This is the best option to get out of that quickly. Do it. Try it out. I guarantee if you do it correctly, it'll work. See, there's two sides of every man. You understand? There's the strong side of you, and there's the passive, weak side of you. The passive, weak side of you, truth be told, is never going to get you anything. So if you're friendly, you never get anything from being friendly. If you're diplomatic, you can get some positive things from being diplomatic, but diplomatic isn't friendly. Two arch enemies can hate one another and be diplomatic for the betterment of both parties. That's not friendly. You know what friendly is? Friendly is emotion. You can't write the script for your movie if you're writing that script based on emotion because sometimes you want to feel good. You know what you're going to write? A fantasy. Sometimes you want somebody else to feel bad. You know what you're going to write? A horror movie. Sometimes, oh, things just so hard. You need a break from all of it. You know what you're going to write? A comedy. Well, let me tell you something. Ain't nothing funny about writing this script. It's hard damn work. You work so hard, you ain't got time to laugh about this script. Are there going to be some times, man, where something funny happened on set? Yes, but it's a temporary laughter, and it's time to get back to work. Having your feelings hurt, man, you got to get out of that having your feelings hurt. Having your feelings hurt ain't going to do nothing but make you sad. It ain't going to do nothing but make you want something to happen to somebody else. It's going to make you spiteful. It's going to make you sad. You ain't got no time for your feelings to be hurt. The goal is to take them and put them to the side while you're writing this script. You ain't got time to be in your feelings while you're trying to write a script to a movie, man. You're trying to write a script to a blockbuster movie. You need this movie to be a blockbuster. If you're 25 years old right now, man, you live to be 75, boy, you got 50 years left. Hopefully you live longer than that, but 75, man, you got 50 years. You got to write a very good script, man. See, this is the difference in a man who says, okay, I'm a king because I live this king life. People that know me know that there's a certain thing you can expect from me. You know what you can expect from me? On the Sabbath day, don't call me and expect me to do nothing. I don't care if it's an emergency. I don't care if you need somebody to run you to the hospital. I'm not going to do it. Call somebody else. I'll be there when the sun sets. Now, on the other side, well, you ain't bound by the law no more. You ain't got to do that no more. Man, I'm always bound by the law. You know what? Because there's power in the law. There's power in the law. Let me ask y'all a question. And this is a serious question for everybody. You know what I'm saying? All the churchgoers and Bible thumpers and all of that, man. Let me ask y'all something. If on the one hand you're told, if you do these things, and stick to them to a T. I'm gonna give you all these many blessings. I'm talking about nothing but blessings, no curses at all. Are you gonna trade that in for something that says, now, nope, don't do that now. Forget about that. Come over here and do this. Now, if you do this just right, you're gonna be persecuted, you're gonna be punished, you may even have your life taken from you. But it is not gonna be an easy road from you, and you will not feel like you're being blessed to the point where you got, oh, thank God I can pay my light bill. Oh, I didn't have no gas in my car. I don't want to write that script where I gotta be thankful that I can put gas in my car. I don't want to write no script where I gotta be thankful that I even got a food to eat when all of these blessings have been guaranteed me if I live my life a certain way. You mean to tell me you're gonna write your script to be persecuted for being good? You're gonna write your script to being punished for being good. You're gonna write your script where if I walk up to you and all you could do is turn the other cheek and let me hit you again? Who wants that script? But you have the right to write your script. There is another option besides that.